If you're someone who's looking to lose weight and you've been trying everything under the sun and you've been struggling to get there, here are 5 health and fitness cheat codes that are going to help you move towards the results that you're after. So cheat code number 1 is to set a step trap, which is essentially your way of going out your way to bring more steps into your life. Most people nowadays, we sit down, we're either sitting at work, we're sitting in traffic, or we're sitting at home. We very rarely get up and go for an intentional walk if we're not trying to hit a certain step target. What I'd like for you to bring into your life is ways that you can make getting steps easier, and that's something as simple as parking further away from the shops. So many people try and cram themselves into the gym, parking right outside at the first parking spot so they can walk inside and go on the treadmill and walk. I'm like, okay, if your plan was to walk anyway, why not park further away? Why not make it your mission to get even more steps in, So things like that might seem small and insignificant, but they're going to have a huge benefit of you moving forward, moving more, burning more calories. Another thing that you can do, I started this through COVID, was implement a one-way system around your house. So rather than you sitting in the living room going, oh, I need the toilet, and just going from your living room into the bathroom, go, all right, depending on how bursting you are, you might stand up and go, right, okay, I'm going to go into the bedroom, round the bedroom, back out the bedroom, into the kitchen, round the kitchen, into the other room, and then get there. So rather than taking 10 steps to go to the toilet, you might get 50 steps and then do the same thing on the way back. And again, just thinking outside the box at other ways. If you just live right next door to a shop, how can you get the long way? So rather than you going from your house to the shop, can you go round the block all the way to the shop? These wee ways are going to help you burn more calories and just move more throughout the day. Cheat code number 2 is the one less rule. So many people try and go from one extreme to the other. They go, all right, I'm going to go from eating absolutely everything to cutting everything out. And that journey is just so extreme that it's so unsustainable for many people. So rather than trying to cut everything out, your takeouts, your fast food, your chocolates, your snacks, your crisps, your drinks, just have one less a day, a week, whatever it is. And then that just means that rather than going from 0 to 100, you're able to sustain that a wee bit more long term. And it doesn't feel like you're on a diet then, because it just seems like, hey, I'm still having the things I enjoy. You're not restricting yourself in any way. And then every day or every week, you can kind of take away more and more of that until you get to that level where you're happy and you're still satisfied. Because again, if you're going to restrict yourself on takeouts or chocolates or whatever, you're going to feel that you're missing out, and then it's going to be even harder for you to get back into the zone. Cheat code number 3 is to prioritize water and protein first thing in the day. So many people, they wake up, the first thing they have is a coffee, and then they have a bowl of cereal or some toast, and then they go about their day, and then before they know it, 10 a.m. hits, they're starving. So just think about it, if you've gone 7 to 10 hours of absolutely no water in your system while you're in bed, winding down and sleeping, you're going to wake up very dehydrated, and if you're not rehydrating first thing in the morning, you're going to end up going into the day misinterpreting the dehydrated signals as hunger, and then that's how more people overeat. They're just simply not drinking enough water, mistaking the signals the body's giving them for, oh, I'm hungry, and they go and eat more rather than giving it what the body actually needs, which is just more water. So hydrate first thing in the morning. Another thing you can do is aim to have a higher protein breakfast. When it comes to eating things like crisps, chocolates, takeouts, whatever it is, it seems like there's no bottom to the stomach. You can just keep eating that stuff, ice cream, there's no bottom to it. However, if you were to try and eat steak and chicken all day, man, that's a whole different story. You get so full after eating one steak or a couple of bits of chicken. So prioritize protein first thing. You're more likely to be satiated. Miss that kind of mid-morning lull and you'll be satisfied on the way up to lunchtime, and you'll be less likely to snack. Cheat code number 4 is called front loading. So speaking of doing things earlier in the day, if you can, try and get as many steps in first thing in the morning. If you can, try and get your workout in first thing in the morning. There is nothing worse than you saying, all right, I'll get my workout in later on. Work happens, very bad day at work, very high stress, you come home, the dog's not well, whatever it is, and before you know it, the day's just gone to pot, you sit on the couch, it's 7:30 at night, the chances of you getting to the gym and getting back off that couch are very slim. Whereas if you had got the workout done first thing, yes, you might have still had the exact same bad day, but you would have got the workout in and you would have still had that sense of job well done. Put things off, your willpower, your motivation dies down as the day goes on. So set yourself up for success. Get your half an hour walk in first thing. Get your workout in first thing, because again, you're more likely to get it done. As the day goes on, it's like chipping away at your kind of willpower. It goes away every kind of hour. Cheat code number 5 is to make it easier to win. People actually go out their way to make things harder for themselves. So what you can do is join a gym that's closer to home or on the way to work. It's not something that's out your way, because we put obstacles in our mind. If something's perceived to be difficult, we will not do it. So if there's a gym on the way to work, or if it's close by that we can simply walk to, then you can just drive there on the way to work. You don't have the excuse or the out to be like, oh, I don't have time for the gym, because it's like, all right, I'll pass it on the way home from work. It's something you do all the time anyway. Another thing you can do is pick a form of cardio that you enjoy. So many people just go onto the treadmill and just walk or jog mindlessly, and it's a bit boring, and then they fall away because it is boring if you're not aiming for something. So rather than doing that and going on the treadmill, what sports do you enjoy? Do you enjoy hiking? Do you enjoy playing football or badminton? Can you do something that you enjoy that's still getting your cardio in, but it doesn't feel like you're doing cardio? And better yet, can you bring a family or a friend member to join with you? And then you're more likely to attend it, have fun while you're doing it, not see it as such a chore, and actually stick to it, hopefully weekly. So again, you're getting your cardio in while you're having fun and catching up with friends and family. That's a no-brainer. Another simple thing you can do is set your gym clothes up in advance. So get your gym clothes, your shoes, whatever it is, ready. Pack it in a bag so it's ready to go first thing in the morning. Again, if you're waking up and you're hitting snooze and you're rushing about trying to get to work early or trying to get work on time, the last thing you want to do is pick up your gym clothes. And again, it's another excuse. Whereas if you have it packed and ready to go, it's sitting in the car, you can just jump into the gym on the way home from work. You don't have these obstacles in the way. And that's all this is just problem solving. It's like, right, what obstacles could come up? Right, I'm going to try and problem solve and overcome it before it happens, because we're very good at telling ourselves stories that we believe, and we can talk ourselves out of doing things like going to the gym after work. Tip number 6 is a wee bonus one, and it's so important, and it's to simply go easy on yourself. This is a journey that is for life. You know, there's no end goal. Yes, you might get to your goal, your weight goal, or fit into a top or your jeans or whatever it is, but there's always going to be something that you can do. You're either going to want to switch your goals and go and put on a bit of muscle, or you might want to lean down even more. The goalposts are always changing, and your health and fitness isn't something that you're ever just going to stop doing, because then you'll reverse back and gain the weight back, and that's not what we want. So what I'd like you to do is start to think about your health and fitness journey like a dimmer switch rather than a light switch. So many people, it's either on or off, and that is how they're yo-yoing up and down. They're making progress, stopping and going back the way. Whereas if you treat your health and fitness like a dimmer switch, something that you can ramp up when you know, on the run up to summer, oh, I'm going on holiday, I want to look great. That's when you can ramp up the dimmer switch, start doing more, going on more walks, doing more workouts, being more intentional. And then times like Christmas, where you're now spending a bit more time with the family, you can turn down the dimmer switch. You can maybe reduce your gym sessions. It's just keep things ticking on, but you're never fully off it, just like you're never fully on it. You can ramp things up and ramp things down to suit the phase of life that you're in, but so long as you're not going, like, that's me, I'm not going to the gym, something's happened at work, I'm very stressed, that's me, I'm sacking it all off. You know, you're more likely to maintain and keep moving towards some form of results if you're treating it like, you know what, I'm not feeling 100%, so I might have to just limit everything and just simply go for a walk this week, or I might just have to focus on my diet this week because I'm not well. Whatever it is, meet yourself where you're at and give yourself a bit of compassion as well. Like, you don't have to beat yourself up if you miss a gym session. Only when bad habits start to creep in and you're listening to the stories that you're telling yourself, you know, oh, I can't make it to the gym today, it's raining outside. That's a kind of BS excuse that you can overcome by just getting outside. You're not going to melt. But yeah, be gentle on yourself. We have a tendency to be very negative towards ourselves, whereas if you can speak to yourself the way you would speak to other people who are struggling on a health and fitness journey, rather than beating yourself up the way that we tend to do, you'll get a lot more out of the journey. You'll be more likely to stick to it. And then again, different periods and different phases of your life, you can kind of ramp it up, you can turn it down, rather than, again, being on or off. So hopefully you found that useful. That's 6 health and fitness cheat codes that you can start implementing today and tomorrow to start moving towards making lasting results on your health and fitness journey. If you found this video useful, you're probably going to find this one useful as well.